Hello, everyone. I'm Natalia Bilbao, and here's what's happening in LA this week. A just-opened navigation center in the city provides a new model for tackling homelessness. It's a housing-first policy with wraparound services for up to 80 people using the center. The hope is that their 30-day stays will become a launching pad into new circumstances.
We are at a beautiful navigation center that was started by our CEO of LASA, and we've opened this up. It's called a welcome center.
We call it a welcome center because we want to welcome people from the streets at any time when they're ready. And we believe that if we're 24/7, we'll be able to be responsive to the need in the way that this crisis demands.
This initiative is the first of its kind in our city, and it's important, I think, that we start right here in CD9. We have worked strenuously to provide comprehensive support to unhoused population, everything from safe parking to safe sleeping, safe camping, and of course, permanent housing and temporary housing for our unhoused neighbors.
This partnership is a testament to the power of collaboration. By working together or locking arms, we can bring basic and essential services to those experiencing homelessness and help them transition from the streets to stable, supportive housing and eventually permanent housing.
Wraparound support. So we're providing case management, we're providing housing navigation, we're providing DMA support and medical mobile clinics. We're also providing pet case management. So we have a partnership with an organization that provides pet services. So you name it, we provide it.
Well, we hope that our collaboration will inspire additional collaboration across the city. We also believe that this notion of a 24/7 operation will be key. A lot of times people get to the middle of the night and they're hurting and they're wanting a solution, and if we can be there, it makes a huge difference. So we hope that that will inspire more of these navigation models that inspire collaboration.
It's great to see that so many services for our homeless neighbors will operate 24/7 at that new Welcome Center in South Park. There is still help available for families who fell into arrears on utility bills during the pandemic. Mayor Karen Bass got together with LA's Department of Water and Power to announce that they were able to use federal funds to clear the outstanding debts of 204,000 utility customers.
DWP bills can be a source of stress and anxiety for many. $125 million in debt relief will help over 72,000 residential and commercial customers. These funds will help ensure that those hardest hit by the pandemic continue to have access to critical life services so they can keep thriving and supporting their families, because when that happens, it is good for the entire city of Los Angeles.
We're here at one of the service centers for LADWP and celebrating $880 million that have been dispersed out to the state for drinking water and wastewater debt relief.
Sanitation and the environment is really committed to providing these essential services to Angelenos. Our sewer services are among the most critical services that are not deferrable. And we are very grateful to the state for including the sewer services into the financial assistance program.
These dollars are just really critical for households that are struggling, for something that, again, I think many of us take for granted when it comes to access to clean water and sanitation.
LADWP knows that the COVID-19 pandemic was impactful financially to our families in the city of LA, so this is a credit that is going to show up on their bills to support the back debt that they have on their bills. Just call us. We are here to help, and we're one of the few utilities that is not disconnecting customers for late bills. We want to make sure that you're whole. We have programs where you can have a payment plan for up to 4 years if you're low income, 3 years if you're not low income, because we're here to support you. We're not here to cut off your power or water.
I would say the community should be embracing and open of programs like these. Call someone, ask questions. You may be surprised. We may be able to help you.
Measuring the weather is a key factor for LA's fire department. With the recent relocation of the National Weather Service closer to downtown, LAFD is shaking off the marine layer and getting results that can better measure the fire danger for Angelenos.
Today we're at Frank Hoskins Memorial Training Academy, dedicating the new National Weather Service station. The other location had a little bit too much of a marine influence, and this location here is more reflective of the true downtown area.
This site was previously located on the campus of University of Southern California. We're going to be able to better sample in an area that's been much more vulnerable to brush fires. Our job at the National Weather Service is to protect life and property. We're watching the weather conditions across the area round the clock to make sure that everyone across Southern California is safe. We've accomplished a tremendous feat.
How do I know the world is warming? Because we've measured it. Here in Los Angeles, we've been measuring the temperature and rainfall since 1877. We're in the back of Dodger Stadium. All the instruments are brand new.
We use the weather every single day when we're going to work. 10 standard fire orders before we can engage in any fire. Number 1 states, keep informed on all fire weather conditions and forecasts. What better place to get that from our own backyard when we're trying to make our fire weather predictions on what we're going to do.
The South LA Strong Block Party was held at Algin Sutton Rec Center to celebrate a major collaboration on public safety. This summer, children and families in the neighborhood will benefit from a full program of activities at the center.
This is a day we've been working towards for over 18 months here in this community, the kickoff of the Community Safety Partnership in Algin Sutton and the Algin Sutton community. We're very excited about it. Our park, Rec and Parks is excited about it. The police department is excited about it. Most importantly, the community is excited about it. Community Partnership says the parks, the police department, the neighborhood councils, the block clubs, the community-based organizations, community interventionists, we all work together to keep the park safe. How do we keep it safe? By having amazing activities that families can engage in every single day, from the swimming pool to the LA Galaxy soccer field to the Dodger Dream Fields to the Clippers basketball court. Something for everybody here at Algin Sutton. We need everybody in the community to spend some time in the park, working with their neighbors, playing with their neighbors, but most of all, building community with their neighbors.
Well, the effort is to really get the community to get together, communicate, and collaborate to make sure that we have a safe and productive summer here at Algin Sutton, not only in this park, but throughout our park systems as well.
At a recent resource fair in Council District 4, Studio City's Rec Center was the place to be, as it was Councilmember Nithya Raman's free movie night. To accompany the screening of Wonka, there were free soft drinks and snacks, tacos in fact. Talk about a great night out.
We are out here this evening at Beeman Park for the Studio City Movie Night in the Park. This is one of our favorite events that we get to be at and help bring to our communities.
We actually have our second movie night of the year along with our community safety fair. We partnered up with Studio City Neighborhood Council, CD4. We have a lot of great departments here to provide resources to our community members.
We have tacos here. We have lots of our service providers from the city And we have Willy Wonka, which we are so excited to see.
The purpose for this event is to bring unity to our Studio City community for children and their families to have fun in a very safe environment.
It's a time for our community members to spend time with their family, watch a great movie, eat some yummy food, and get some more information on these perfect resources that are available to them.
Having free events in our public spaces just makes a more cohesive community where people know how to support each other, where people trust each other and do things together, and we want to support that in every way that we can. If you want to meet us at the next one, you can check out Councilmember Rahman's social media channels, so follow us wherever you can so you can stay in the loop.
Since 1972, the Lotus Festival takes place in Echo Park to coincide with the blossoming of the lotus on the lake. At a recent event, we learned more about the Department of Recreation and Parks' upcoming Lotus Festival. This year's Lights of Dream Festival will spotlight the people and culture of the Philippines.
We're here in Echo Park Lake to kick off our 43rd annual Lotus Festival, honoring the country and culture of the Philippines.
We really like to celebrate our culture and the diversity that we bring to every aspect of life, whether it's in community events, whether it's the arts, the entertainment. We bring our own special, unique Filipino twist. And so that's why I'm so excited that the Lotus Festival this year is representing my country, the Philippines, right?
An archipelago of more than 7,000 islands with a unique blend of history, traditions, and artistry.
Well, you know, this is one of the keystone events for District 13, but it's so much more than that. This is a community-driven event. The Lotus Festival Inc. group every year comes together to celebrate and uplift a different community of the city. And this year we're celebrating Philippines.
Outside the health and other care centers all across the United States, where Filipino healthcare workers dedicate a lifetime of service to the society, Filipinos are most visible here in the state of California, where approximately 1.3 million Filipinos reside. What's more, over a quarter of them, about 340,000, are said to be concentrated in Los Angeles County alone.
There'll be a lot of cultural performances, a lot of arts and activities. We also have a play area for the kids that are here. It's just going to be an amazing 2 days of cultural experience right here in Echo Park Lake.
Of course, when you see families come together and kids having fun, and personally, I love the food, and so I'm looking forward to experiencing all the different cuisines that the Philippine community has to offer.
Having an event like this just brings in everybody from the community to learn about the culture, but also to learn about each other, because this event attracts everybody throughout the entire city of Los Angeles.
The council president visits an LAUSD after-school program. LA Sanitation's latest donation drive is for unused toiletries and City Ride, LA's Department of Transportation service for seniors and people with disabilities. These stories up next on CityBeat.
LA City Council President Paul Krikorian visited Hazeltine Elementary School to meet with participants in the after-school program LA's Best. Run by Los Angeles Unified School District, LA's Best is a city-funded after-school and summer program that provides activities and coaching for children. For over 30 years, LA's Best has provided supervised after-school enrichment for elementary school students in neighborhoods with high needs and few resources. According to LA's Best, its programs and staff can help boost a child's self-confidence, which can be seen in increased school attendance and graduation rates. For more on the work of the council president, visit cd2.lacity.gov. LA LA Sanitation and Environment City Facilities Recycling Program is collecting unopened hygiene items for its toiletry drive now through June 28th. Personal hygiene products are in high demand, and the public is encouraged to donate such items as soap, shampoo, toothbrushes and toothpaste, shaving cream, and deodorant. New or unused toiletry donations may be dropped off Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at 6 public locations throughout Los Angeles. Donated items support LA's unhoused and are distributed to LA Sanitation's Livability Services Division, St. Francis Center, Los Angeles Mission, and Inside Safe participants. This is one of 6 annual donation drives hosted by LA Sanitation and Environment to assist outreach to our local unhoused neighbors. For more information, click on the Education and Sustainability tab at lacitysan.org. Seniors and people living with disabilities, there's a low-cost transit program specifically designed for you in the city of Los Angeles. City Ride, a service from LA's Department of Transportation, provides curb-to-curb rides for qualifying individuals at low to no cost. Participants in the City Ride program can get a reduced fare on dial-a-ride services and City of LA permitted taxicab rides and free Dash bus rides. To participate in the City Ride program, applicants must be over 65 or qualify as disabled and reside in the City of LA or select areas of LA County. Once membership is approved, City Ride fares can be loaded onto a card, purchased online on the website, or bought using the LA City Ride mobile app. For more information, visit ladottransit.com/cityride.
If there's something strange in your neighborhood, who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters! The Ectomobile drove up, the proton packs were on, and all the Ghostbusters were out in force for the 40th anniversary of the movie's release and Ghostbusters Day in LA.
40 years ago, Ghostbusters burst onto the scene, one of the great comedy films of the 80s. I'd like to present this resolution and declare today to be Ghostbusters Day in the city of Los Angeles. We're here on the South Lawn of Los Angeles City Hall, and just a few moments ago we declared today to be Ghostbusters Day in the city of Los Angeles.
It's been really overwhelming, a little bit unbelievable in a way. You know, it's not just people who like the movie, but I hear from people who say, like, oh, my father introduced me to this movie when I was a kid, and so it has all of this importance. And being a part of Ghostbusters and being a part of the family has been overwhelming in a way much bigger than any other movie I've ever done.
My favorite Ghostbuster is Edom Spengler.
We love LA!
This was also about recognizing the extraordinary work that's being done. Kids here in Los Angeles and throughout our country who, really have a lot to be sad about. And thanks to LA Ghostbusters, they're really given a lot of joy as well.
Ghostbusters had such a wonderful impact on so many people. And one of the really special parts of it is they spend a lot of their time visiting children's hospitals, visiting kids, and we worked with them to create Ghostbusters-themed gowns to give to kids in hospitals, just to give them a little smile, let them have a little fun, be a little cooler inside, and we're really happy to support that.
No green slime negative energy in that segment. Ghostbusters LA are certainly a force for good. The Los Angeles Public Library marked June Jubilee, a celebration of Black excellence which highlighted a positive, uplifting slate of events at the Central Library. The Jubilee welcomed everyone to be in community and recognized the myriad accomplishments of Black people in LA and beyond.
It is so fitting that we celebrate here at the Central Library of Los Angeles.
where there is a vast repository of knowledge and information.
Today here at Central Library in downtown LA, we are celebrating June Jubilee, which is a celebration of Black excellence. It's free, it's for everyone. We're highlighting some amazing performers and artists. We're having programs here. We invite all to come out. Today is going to be an amazing day.
It is a fantastic day. I'm excited. Everyone at the Los Angeles Public Library is excited. It is June Jubilee, a celebration of Black excellence here at Central Library. We have musical performances, craft programs. The celebration is taking up every corner of Central Library, and it's an opportunity to celebrate African American history and culture, the contributions of African Americans to Los Angeles. And it's also an opportunity to highlight exhibitions, collections, public programming, things we have in our special collections that document African American history here in Los Angeles.
We invite everyone to come out. It's free. That bond is always there. We always wish to celebrate with our communities together.
A big part of the liberation effort during slavery was teaching a slave how to read, because literacy was seen as a way to uplift and empower a people.
In this week's feature story, Councilmember John Lee moved to the northwest side of the San Fernando Valley as a child and has never left. He still lives there, loves the neighborhood, and represents the district in city council since 2019. Lee's Mayberry-style community re-elected him in March this year, and he outlined his commitment to serve to our Maria Hall Brown.
Council District 12 for the City of Los Angeles encompasses the northwest side of the San Fernando Valley. Our guest today was not only re-elected to serve as council member for the district, but he has been a resident since 1978, which is over 40 years. I'm delighted to be joined today by Councilmember John Lee. So nice to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, as I mentioned, that's a long time. Staying in your home district, what is it about Council District 12 that makes you want to not only live there, but serve?
Sure, you know, it's the community that I was raised in. It's a community that I love so much. I think the reason why people moved to Council District 12, why they lived there, are the same reasons why my parents moved there in 1978. They wanted to move to an area where people take the time to actually get to know their neighbor. You know, I always like to say that Council District 12 is the last slice of Mayberry here in the city of Los Angeles, because it is somewhere where you get to know your neighbors.
One of the huge, and you can't escape it, is the issue of the unhoused and homelessness. I know that you put in some pretty robust programs in your district. You know, how are they in regards to getting people off the streets, but more importantly, what is your thought process in what needs to be done?
Yeah, when I took office, we had 0 beds in Council District 12. I'm proud that in my first term in office, we were able to create hundreds of beds with a couple hundred more on the way. While I always believe that housing is a part of that solution, I think that we need to take a more holistic approach. You know, in Council District 12, when we build shelters, we have to make sure that we have a drug addiction component, a mental health component into it. But I also think that we need to be doing more. We need to be doing more at the state level and the federal level, because I've always seen mental health as health. And we have a mental illness crisis on our streets. If somebody's having a heart attack on the sidewalk, we pull over and we help that person. When we see someone having a mental illness crisis on our streets, the only tool in our tool belt to deal with this is repetition, is hoping that they accept services on the 7th time that they didn't accept 6 times before. We need to be able to do more in this area and to really treat the mental illness crisis as a health concern, which is something that I've always believed in, and it's something I'm going to continue fighting for.
Good. All right, well, On an upbeat, positive note, you're back and you're reelected, you're back in this term. What are your priorities for, this particular term, and what are your hopes and dreams?
I think my focus has never changed. Being someone who was raised in that district, supporting law enforcement is not something that I thought of when I started working as a council member. It's a lesson that was taught to me by my community. And I think it's important that my community understands that that is a priority of mine, because I know it's a priority of theirs. Making sure that we can stay in a community where your child can ride their bike out of eyesight and not be worried. Making sure that that safety is there. We are the safest district in the city of Los Angeles, and it's my intention to always keep it that way.
That's fantastic. Well, it was wonderful having you back in, and we look forward to seeing you again. And I know exactly what you mean by Mayberry. There may be people that may not remember the allusion. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me here.
In this week's Things to Do, rev up for the Port's car show, Cars and Stripes Forever. Support the athletes at this year's Angel City Games, and see the drone light show for Independence Day at Hansen Dam. All this up next on Things to Do.
Get in gear and start up your summer at the annual Cars and Stripes Forever car show on Friday, June 28th. The Port of Los Angeles invites you to enjoy an impressive array of classic cars and motorcycles. This annual celebration also serves up live music on multiple stages, a beer garden, and a wide selection of food trucks. The family fun is capped off with a fabulous fireworks display against the backdrop of LA's port. Head down to where Harbor Boulevard meets the Vincent Thomas Bridge for Cars and Stripes Forever on Friday, June 28th, beginning at 5 p.m. For more information, go to lawaterfront.org. It's game on for the 10th annual Angel City Games, taking place from Friday, June 28th through Sunday, June 30th. Sponsored by LA City's Department on Disability, Angel City Games is a Paralympic-style adaptive sports event, and the athletes would love your support. The 3-day event offers clinics and competitions for people of all ages and skill levels who have a physical disability or visual impairment. The weekend's events at Cerritos College highlight 16 different adaptive sports, including track and field, archery, wheelchair basketball, swimming, powerlifting, and judo. Angel City Games takes place on Friday, June 28th through Sunday, June 30th, starting at 9 a.m. each day. For more information, visit angelcitygames.org. Independence Day celebrations start early at Hansen Dam with the 3rd annual Independence Day Drone Light Show Festival on Sunday, June 30th. Enjoy live music from Featured Entertainment, St. Paul, and the Minneapolis Funk All-Stars. Attendees can also enjoy food, vendors, children's activities, and resource booths, all happening at Hansen Dam soccer fields. Councilwoman Monica Rodriguez invites everyone along to the festival and drone show, which is also supported by the Department of Recreation and Parks and LA's Department of Water and Power. The 3rd annual Independence Day Drone Light Show takes place on Sunday, June 30th, beginning at 5 p.m. For more information, go to cd7.lacity.gov/events. And that's a look at some things to do.
And that's all for this week. I'm Natalia Bilbao, and from all of us here at LA This Week, thank you so much for joining us. Remember that you can watch us online anytime at lacityview.org, and we're also on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube. See you next time for more LA This Week.